CEO of Megastar HR, but much more importantly, I get to be the co-director of programs for Salt Lake SHRM. So I am here today with Michael Sayre, and he is partner and 401k advisor for CUI Wealth. He's also the director of sponsorship for the Salt Lake SHRM chapter. So tough questions here. Tell me about how you're involved in the HR industry.
Yeah, thanks for asking. So I'm a little bit different than most people because I am involved on the HR side within my company, but I get to work with a lot of HR professionals. So I work in the 401k industry, and many times the HR professionals in a company are either directly involved with the 401k or they are working with employees that have questions about the 401k. So at any rate, it's important for them to understand 401k. And so I get to see, what questions they have, what concerns they have, and across industries, across different companies. So it's been a lot of fun, and that's where I've gained my appreciation for the HR profession, is working with so many great HR professionals.
That's wonderful. Yeah, much needed for sure. Okay, so why are you volunteering specifically with Salt Lake SHRM? And then why would you recommend other HR professionals join and participate in our chapter?
Great question. It's kind of along those same lines as being able to talk to a lot of different HR professionals and seeing, the questions and concerns that they have on a regular basis. It all started because I started to see common questions on the 401k side. And so I started to put together trainings and education meetings and would bring in speakers to talk about common issues. But aside from the 401k, there's also just other general HR questions that I didn't have the answers to. It's not something that is, even though I talked to a lot of HR professionals and I can, share the wisdom that I've brought from other companies and industries, I think it's important for people to join a community of HR people and be able to share those thoughts directly. And so that's why I jumped in and started volunteering with the Salt Lake SHRM. I wanted to be part of that community. And I've also tried to help my clients see the importance of joining a group like that to, because I think sometimes in HR, you can kind of be on an island, and it's good to be in a group where you can network and connect with other people that have similar issues, and you can learn from them. So that's part of the reason why I've been involved in Salt Lake SHRM. The other side of it is that, I work with a lot of HR people, and I want to serve that community and give back.
Oh, well said. That is fantastic. From my perspective, with us, we have all sorts of ideas about the programs we want to do for the members. But what you've done has been absolutely vital to have sponsors help us get that done and provided to the members. And then also what you've done with the Benefits Summit in past years, and I'm excited for kind of 2.0 this year, the Benefits Summit, and you're absolutely vital in that. So thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you stay up to date with the latest best practices and related employment or ERISA or related law?
Yeah, you see, I think in the HR side of, the HR realm, I think that's one of the areas where people are concerned. You don't want to do something and, you don't know what you don't know, right? And so from my perspective, I've gained a lot of greater understanding of employment law by being involved in the professional development meetings that are held every month, and also the Employment Law Symposium. I think those are great resources. On the ERISA side, that's my day-to-day. That's something that I work on. And even though that's not necessarily directly related to HR, it does kind of bleed into there because a lot of the same types of best practices can be applied across both of those sides of things. So I would say that's one of the reasons why I put that out there for clients and people we work with is, if it's good to be involved in this community, it's good to come out to these education meetings, because rather than just reading it on the news or in magazines, you're talking to professionals that see things that are coming down the line that may not have been out there yet. So that's kind of my perspective and how I've gained a better understanding.
That is great. It is, or can feel like, to me at least, a full-time job just keeping it with that for you. Okay, the last toughest question, and most important, maybe not. But, if you were a superhero, what would be your superpower? Because I'm cliche, but you can't spell hero without HR.
So, that's a tough question. My superpower, maybe it would be a little bit more boring than, like being able to fly would be cool, and being able to, walk through buildings and all that would be awesome. But I think, in reality, I would love to have the ability to, we have things that happen to us. We have things that we can do in life, but sometimes it's hard to see what we can learn from that. And I think it'd be a superpower to be able to have a better understanding and reasoning and learn the lessons as you go, so that you can be more equipped as you continue on through life. So maybe a little bit like, I know that's what I would choose. Not as cool as, laser eyes and all of that, but honestly, that's what I'd look at.
I love it. Certainly words of wisdom. Well, yeah, that really was my last tough question. So thanks for your time to share your thoughts.
Yeah.
We really appreciate all you do to keep Salt Lake SHRM thriving. So thanks again.
Yeah, always a pleasure. We'll see you.